There's a house just over the state line that's rumored to be one of the most haunted in the South. Once a refuge for Confederate soldiers during the Civil War, Octagon Hall is now known as a sanctuary for the supernatural.
In this video, the door to Mary Elizabeth's bedroom is seen closing, and Bird says it happened after the house was empty for hours.
In 1847, a man by the name of Andrew Jackson Caldwell, a 33rd-degree Mason, began construction for a new family home in Franklin, Kentucky. The 8-sided, 2-story Annabella Mansion was completed in 1859. It was constructed of solid brick with a limestone block foundation. The bricks of the exterior walls were made on site by Caldwell's slaves. The back door faces directly east and the front door faces directly west. There is also reason to believe that the structure's octagonal design was heavily influenced by Caldwell's strong Masonic involvement. The first and second floor interior walls all stand at 13 foot 4 inches tall. There is one 6/6 sash window on each of the floor's 8 sides. It is said the doors inside the home were purposely hanged upside down by Caldwell in defiance of the Catholic Church. This location is no stranger to tragedy, one of the most notable being Caldwell's daughter, 7-year-old Mary Elizabeth. While in the winter kitchen, an ember popped from the fireplace, catching her dress on fire. She suffered severe burns all over her body. After several long, excruciating days, she succumbed to her injuries while in her bedroom on the 2nd floor. Another notable death being that of 18-month-old A.J. Caldwell, who tragically fell down the stairs, breaking his neck and killing him instantly. Both children rest on this property today, and their spirits are said to still roam Octagon Hall. Is it possible this property was plagued by dark energy long before the Caldwells had ever arrived? Known to be a Southern sympathizer and a brother to a colonel in the Confederate cavalry, Caldwell was known to aid fleeing Confederate soldiers with hideaways, crawl spaces, and escape tunnels hidden within the home. The home was also used as a field hospital to treat those who were wounded in battle. Many of those soldiers never left the grounds, and the remains are still being discovered on this property to this day. Yet another spiritual inhabitant is that of a young Confederate soldier who died in the home by the name of Eddie. After engaging in guerrilla warfare with Union soldiers, he was shot in the foot. Caldwell hid Eddie in the attic space of the home. He was discovered dead 3 days later when the enemy soldiers searching for him left the property. Now Eddie resides here permanently as his body was laid to rest in a gravesite on the grounds. Some say you can still hear Eddie dragging his foot in the home. It is rumored that hundreds of spirits still roam Octagon Hall and the land it quietly sits on to this day. From a war-torn past and a history of shocking death and tragedy, what we encountered here was raw and uncut. This is Octagon Hall.
Cory,
What's up?
where we at, bro?
Octagon Hall, Franklin, Kentucky.
Here's a mansion behind
Come
Cory.
back with a pretty legit location. Doesn't get any more legit. This place apparently. So it's gonna be a wild ride, or at least we hope so. One of the volunteers here is apparently inside. We're gonna go in here, talk to them, maybe get a little bit of a tour, something like that.
As me, Cory, and Dwayne approach Octagon Hall, Mike, a volunteer tour guide, greets us at the back porch. Seemingly somewhat reluctant to stay, we talk him into giving us a tour of the location. Making our way into the home, the atmosphere felt very uneasy. We couldn't quite put a finger on it, but we all felt this feeling. Mike shows us one of the hidden locations Andrew Caldwell used to hide the fleeing Confederate soldiers. The access to this location is in the above closet. The soldiers would climb down a wooden ladder to hide where the cutout is now shown. The museum officials removed a piece of paneling to show how the soldiers would hide here.
Room above us is a closet on either side. So this should have a closet. And in the closet, underneath birds, through the hole, and found some buttons, coins, and suspender parts. And they put a recorder in there. And the recorder said, "Don't forget us." So I'm trying not to forget, trying to tell their story as much as I can. There's a ladder built into the wall on this side.
Okay.
It'd be hard to get in there. Look, I had to sit in there on his lap and look up and there's the ladder.
That's really neat.
Yes.
Now, was this always known to be here, or was this something that was maybe found
Mr. Caldwell knew it was here.
Okay.
But I'm sure Dr. Williams knew it was there because he took the trapdoor.
Gotcha. I got you.
But when they got this house as a museum, they didn't know it was here. All the artifacts here are the real thing. This is one of the pictures I took outside.
Oh, wow.
Now, I saw these people here.
Gotcha.
I didn't see this. I was assuming that was just the light from the... But looking at it, it looks like two ladies are being hung.
It does.
A lot of that went on out here.
Wow.
And these people are looking up.
Wow. That's mind-blowing. I mean,
It is.
Up close. Yeah.
yeah, I immediately saw that. Like I saw the person being hanged, you know.
Wow.
Because you can see it looks like their arms are just like dangling like this, like someone that would be hanging from their neck. Yeah,
And
that's,
these people,
Wow.
no, these people, I just took the photo because I saw those people.
yeah, you could see
And I had to work it up and get it cleared up as much.
that what you did. You were like, oh, wow.
Moving into the dining area, we learned about Harriet, Andrew Caldwell's second wife. During a Union confrontation, it said Union soldiers were beating Harriet's best friend, who was a female indentured servant. As Harriet defended her friend, one of the Union soldiers drew a saber and cut her left hand off. Harriet is seen here with a wooden hand until she died of natural causes at the age of 92.
So that's Harriet, his second wife. That's Mr. Caldwell. Harriet's picture is here. It was taken about here in a barn. Now, Harriet has a stiff left hand because it's a prosthetic hand, and the thumb sticks up. It's called a push pull hand.
I should definitely see that.
One of you guys want this, I show you the barn.
Should we get close on it? Yeah, I can see that. So you took this picture, it was just a
That's
snap.
13
Okay.
picture.
Yeah, I got a camera. It was a photography. Kind of like one you got.
So I asked her using that ghost box thing, and she got very clear, yes, that's her. I held up Harriet's.
Watch here at Cory's reaction as we both hear a knocking noise. Cleaning up the audio to hear it better also reveals an ominous EVP saying, "Get ready." Listen closely to the sinister laugh we captured in EVP form as Mike takes us to the upper floor. None of us were talking at this moment. We did not hear this audibly. We only heard this through playback of the footage. Climbing the stairs to the second floor, we all experience a very heavy feeling. Pay close attention to Mike as we all feel this and believe he is being affected the most by the dark and heavy presence.
I don't know if it's because the stairs, I get kind of short of breath up here, and the heavy feeling.
No,
Every
I
single-
took a deep breath when
I did too. I felt that too.
Every time I come over here.
I'm just. So this is Mary Elizabeth's room?
It is the nursery, yes, or she died. Now, Mary Elizabeth may already be in this room with her other spirits.
The heaviness is, you could definitely,
Yeah.
it was like your heart. It's almost like you can't catch your breath completely or something.
Seemed like heart rate is.
Yeah. I wish I brought my watch. Could test my heart rate. Yeah, I feel like I got a little bit of maybe a palpitation of the heart. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of like a little spike.
I can feel it from here.
Yeah, just you can feel the energy. You can feel the energy.
93. 90.
Like you said,
My resting pulse is in the 60s.
Wow. So you're about 40 beats per minute.
It's not as high as it was early.
I just felt like more of a heaviness as I came up. And then, you know, I don't know. How do you feel that though?
So the stairway that 18-month-old boy fell, was it this stairway?
No, it's this.
It was this
I don't know if it's this landing. I think it's this landing because we had a lady who's sensitive, and she's on that last step down there where the landing, she says there's something bad happened right here that she didn't know about.
Really?
Yeah, you could definitely feel that
So
ominous.
more likely it's playing up here.
Almost like maybe a sadness. You know, like motion will change just a little bit as I come up the stairs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's almost like you can be blindfolded and feel and not know where you are
You can feel it.
and feel the sadness and heaviness of like you're grieving.
Well, that room was a scene of a terrible atrocity the Yankees did to
This one here.
That was to a woman. I don't know if she was a slave, but she probably was. They didn't mess with the family. They didn't harm the family. But they raped her and they cut her up and then hung her out in the barn. She's already dead. But the blood, so much blood was leaking downstairs into the dungeon room.
So now this barn they hung her in, is this the barn that we have access to that's haunted?
I don't know. There's hangings in there, but most of the hangings were in the other barn.
Moving into the field hospital room, Mike shows us a hidden entrance into the lower floor hiding spot.
That door
Check this out.
may come open. And the last time I talked to the I said, I hear the door rattling.
So this was the trap door to where they hid the Confederate soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so that's probably a lot of doors rattling. I would say.
Yes, more than likely.
So this is where the trap door would go down into the first floor.
I need to get rid of this junk in here because I took one picture and it was blurry, like there's something coming out of there.
You like manifest almost like a.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
is this
it didn't come open on me when I was leading the group.
Listen as we replay what sounds like whispering. We did not hear this until reviewing the footage.
On me when I was leading the group. It came on me when I was leading the group, just like we did. And it popped open on me.
Leaving the field hospital room, we decided to head to the basement area. Known to be a supercharged location for paranormal activity, what we capture next is very compelling. This may be some of the best evidence we have ever captured of a possible shadow apparition. Also take note as this cutaway is a hidden area under the front steps where Andrew Caldwell was said to hide fleeing Confederate soldiers. As I start speaking about how this location was discovered, watch for the shadow figure to pass from the right to left. You can also hear a crashing sound at this same time.
That's under the front steps. You see where the mortar is coming out. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
So when did they discover this? It was forgotten, correct?
Yes, it was forgotten. I don't know the story in this.
I think I watched a story where somebody was seen there was no mortar and some bricks right here,
That's it.
possibly.
That's it. Yes.
And they put their hand.
None of us can remember seeing shadows at this moment. The lights you're seeing are cracks in the front steps. This was around 4:30 in the day. There is also a highway 40 to 50 yards in front of this location. Now, could this possibly be a car somehow throwing a weird shadow into this room, even though it's not even close to sunset? Or possibly could this be something paranormal in nature? We have tried to play different scenarios in our mind to debunk this evidence. What do you guys think? Not knowing we had captured this evidence until starting to put the episode clips together, we were truly shocked. We did not know what to think about what we were seeing. Upon slowing the footage down and zooming in, it almost appears the shadow has legs or some sort of separation. It even appears to pause at one point before moving again. Covering this opening is a thin piece of plexiglass. There is also a light in the center of the ceiling in this room, but when I approached the room, I would have been behind the light and would not have casted a shadow. Like I said, we have tried to debunk this. Could this be possible residual energy or presence moving in the form of a shadow apparition? Or could this be an environmental contamination caused by an outside light source? Leave us a comment if you have an explanation, but for now we cannot say for sure what we are seeing. I will say this. What we capture in the next few moments will make you think this is a paranormal origins.
And they kind of started pouring out.
You think the Yankees
Like there's that, yeah, you think, but it's so dark down here back then.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have electricity.
Maybe the mortar was there then, and then where it wasn't high quality or something, it eroded over time, and then.
But you gotta think, you're coming down here like this. You know what I mean? There's no cell phones, you're not gonna.
Candlelight.
I don't feel like you're gonna pay enough attention. I don't know, I don't know.
And a lot of times when the Civil War is over, some of the indentured servants would stay on the premises because it was home to them, you know.
Exactly. Like, several of them had got 25 acres.
Wow. And that was very giving of him to do that. He didn't have to do that, right? He did not have to do that. So I pick up from the stories about Andrew that he was a giving person, really. Seems to be.
He will talk to you sometimes on the Ghost Box.
Maybe he will. Maybe Andrew can come conversate with me tonight. That's amazing. Some great history here.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping tonight we catch some cool stuff.
Entering the winter kitchen where Mary Elizabeth's tragic accident had occurred, the evidence we encountered in this room is quite undeniable and compelling as we speak about her tragic death.
Her dress caught on fire right here. See the light flicker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was going to bring Mary Elizabeth some flowers.
That would be nice. She probably liked it.
I was going to bring her some. I was talking about that, wasn't I? And we was kind of in a hurry to want to get here, and I should have grabbed them.
Ask her what color she liked. Whoa.
Paint out through here.
What's that?
I don't know. That cold chills right now.
Well, fell over in that room.
It was something over in this room.
Yeah, it's right there in the frame. It was that.
Oh, that. Don't worry about that. Fell must be.
So you say.
Oh, wait a minute.
What is that?
It's like some
That
old
hasn't
can.
fallen before.
As we were
Where
speaking
did that actually
about
come
earlier,
from?
it had to come off the shelf.
Yeah.
And it's very cold right here, which is cold here anyways, but
It is.
it's very cold. And this is the front steps, so. You know, as we were speaking about Mary Elizabeth, that was.
No, there's no
that's quite
reason
odd.
for that to happen in here. Given
No one was around here.
There's no wind through here.
There's no draft, no breeze,
no drive.
I assume it's probably like this.
and it was in there pretty good.
Fits in pretty
What do you
good.
think about that? If that would have failed, it would have seemed like it would have knocked these out. It looks like something
Yeah.
pulled it out of there.
Well, I mean, and this had all day to do that, and
Right.
waited until we were down here.
I think it was
about
that
Mary
thing.
Elizabeth.
That thing had fallen before.
Oh, this here.
I don't know. I like it where you didn't get her flower.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mary.
we
I might have to go out the room.
So
and
we
get
need to
some
ask
flowers.
her what her favorite color is.
Yes.
I asked
Let me ask her.
Mary and I asked Elizabeth or Lizzie, and they both said pink. So their grave out there, Lizzie's grave, I put pink flowers.
Mary Elizabeth, you heard me speaking about flowers. I want to bring you flowers. What's your favorite color? Also, did you have any hand in moving this object that fell in the other room? Let's see what happened. That was pretty odd. Okay, hold on.
Mary Elizabeth, you heard me speaking about flowers. I want to bring you flowers. What is your favorite color? Also, did you have any hand in moving this object that fell in the other room?
Hold on. I think they're letting her let us know that their presence is here with us.
There's nothing written about the tunnels that come from this house.
So he put concrete all through here,
Dr. Williams did.
even in this room.
In this room. So Bear and Billy knew that there was tunnels that led from here, but not exactly where.
Right.
So they tore all the concrete up. Jackhammered it all up. Couldn't find the tunnels. And so all they had to do was open pantry doors. There's a false bottom that goes there. And I apologize, the light down there is burned out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you can come on in here. I'll let Dwayne get a shot of this too.
So all he had to do was remove the small spot and there's the tunnel. He didn't need to do all this stuff.
Wow.
It's right next to him.
So this let out
Let out
back to the property.
Yeah, between the two barns and over there to the chimney and fireplace.
Let's get down in
The
there.
room house.
I'm gonna get down in there.
No, you're not. You can't.
You look like, bro, you're crazy.
I don't think so.
You know what?
Let's go get.
If you want to go down there and take pictures down there,
I'll stick my hand in there so you can grab me.
yeah.
So that's
That's a lot of snakes.
I ain't about that.
I'm
much.
sure.
I got that light. I ain't the spiritism about. Snakes ain't about.
Yeah, there's the big snakes and little snakes.
But it's amazing that all these things was hidden in this home.
Yeah.
So it really does make you wonder about the stories of Andrew being a 33rd degree Mason.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their stuff's hidden, a lot of stuff's symbolism, you know, and they're very intelligent people.
Yes, very secretive.
Yes, and that really plays along with some of this stuff. But I'll be honest, the average person's not gonna think about doing that kind of stuff. I don't feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that could be Riley's hiding places. I just assumed it was for his family.
Right, that could be, yeah.
That.
Go.
Mike, our tour guide, decides to leave for the evening to leave us to our investigation. I decided I wanted to go back and get Mary Elizabeth's flowers. But before we leave to do so, we brought our equipment in. We all thought it would be a great idea to leave a Ghost G2 laser grid equipped with motion and temperature sensors, along with a night vision camera to record in the basement. While we were gone, the following footage was captured during this time and is an amazing proof of paranormal activity within the walls of Octagon Hall.
Measures the room real good, and it self-adjusts to it. So if it picks anything up that's moving through that, then we'll know. You know, it'll move the grid. It'll pop up on this screen while we're gone.
And it will tell us. It
Yeah.
will tell us how many times that it goes in front of the
How
grid.
many times something's moved. So now it's self-adjusting. All right, then we're gonna leave. I'm gonna let you guys have your fun with these devices. It's getting about dark.
8 minutes and 23 seconds after us leaving the location, the motion sensor is tripped on the grid, followed by some type of movement. "16 minutes and 32 seconds, the next unexplained capture happens. It sounds like someone is snapping their fingers to us. The grid is also mapping pockets of cold air seen on the screen in the room the object was knocked from the shelf. At 38 minutes and 32 seconds, we catch what sounds like someone walking, taking 3 big steps, then exhaling a breath. Could this have possibly been the spirit of Eddie dragging his injured foot? Listen to the other odd sounds caught before we return at 58 minutes and 36 seconds from the time we left.
Bro, it caught something.
Did it?
It says event 2.
Event 2?
Yes, there's 2 events it caught.
No.
If my hand was 1, it was whatever it was 36 inches from. That was my hand, probably. I don't know. Something come up 36 inches from it was warmer than the ambient air. Can you come walk towards that right now for us? I see the cold air. Is that you? Is there an entity in this house that's moving right now? What's up, guys? This is 4th Dimension Paranormal. We're now at the infamous Octagon Hall.
As you guys can see, it's sundown. We've got the equipment inside. We're ready to get it set up. We're ready to get this thing rolling.
Let's do this. On our journey and our venture with us. Guys, we're getting some stuff set up and we have a REM pod. I appreciate you touching that for us. We just caught some REM pod activity, getting everything ready. That was good. Can you touch that again for me, please? We appreciate that for letting me know that your presence is here. Please light that up green again for me. Can you do that? Thank you. I would love for you to touch that again. What time is it?
It is a 1056.
We need to put a note in the phone right now around 10:50. Are you picking a number?
You got a number in your head?
From 1 to 10, right?
10.
Between 1 and 10.
Closest has got to gets go first.
Okay, go ahead.
7.
4.
6.
That's you.
I got it.
You son of a...
I'm gonna kick his lights off too.
We got to turn all the lights off, guys, and we're going to wait for Cory to hit us up
Go.
on this.
Numero.
Do you want to set up a stationary? We got a stationary going, Mary.
Bro, do we want to do that, or do we want to just roll through?
You can roll through. You can roll through. There's a stationary going up in Mary Elizabeth's room, correct?
It's going. Yeah, it's going right now.
Okay, let's turn the rest of these lights off.
Where's?
Over here's where the REM pod is on the table, guys, where we just got our spike at. We'll let Cory go through. We'll shut these off for him. For the solo isolation session.
Number one.
Number one. He got lucky, man. He got number one. But we got walkies. He can holler at us if something happens.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do, guys. You guys can go out. You can start a timer. How long are we doing this?
However long you want.
What do you think?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Dwayne, start a timer on your phone.
We'll do that. So for 1 hour, guys, for the first hour of our night solo sessions, Garrett and Dwayne can figure out who's going to go next. I'm the lucky one who gets to go first. I want to hit all 3 floors of this place, guys. I'm going to try to cover as much ground as I can. And I only got 20 minutes. But hopefully this will be a fun 20 minutes, man. See if we can get going in here, all right?
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Fist bump,
Hey,
let's do it.
Whenever you guys go out, hit me on the walkie. Let me know when my 20 starts.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll be in our nerve center in here.
Okay.
And you guys just let me know, all right?
All right, bro.
Because I want them to know I'm by myself.
You want to shut them lights off, then come down the nurse? Or you just want to do it?
Yeah, it don't matter.
All right, we're going to go outside. We'll go ahead and walk out while Dwayne's doing
I'll
that.
probably just shut them off when I go up. That saves me some steps. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of fast, so.
Remember, what was that?
Car.
Okay. There's a grade downstairs. We should have brought it upstairs. We'll move it around.
20 or 25 minutes?
20. 20. Mr. Kilby. Locked in this bad boy.
I'm locked in, guys.
First 20 minutes of the night. Isolation session. Good luck, bro.
Here we go. All right, guys. I'm in here by myself. First experiment of the night. Let's turn this ghost light on, see what we're working with. All right.
Cory is getting the first session of the night, isolation session. I know this is super bright, guys, sorry. The infrared light is a beast on these things. Maybe this would be better. So he's getting the first session by himself in here. About 20 minutes or so. He's gonna shut all the lights off as he goes upstairs.
Shut all the lights
Off and do your thing.
I'm gonna get those upstairs whenever I get ready. All right. That was great. Could you do that again for me? We're gonna mark it down that we just had some more activity on the REM pod in the main parlor room in here. If there's anybody with me in here at the moment, thank you for interacting with that REM pod. Could you do that again? Mind you guys, in this building here, I'm completely by myself right now, as Dwayne and Garrett have went outside, and I am trying to navigate, and I can't see anything right now.
Cory's back there at the house. He's not got the lights off yet. I don't know if he's catching stuff, but he's making his way upstairs. Yes, sir. We're gonna go to this haunted barn. You know, this barn is said to have multiple people that's been hung in there.
Little place there where they used to let people hide. Definite ominous feeling in here.
Way to the barn, guys.
You guys can hear me? As soon as you guys run out the door, the REM pod hit off again. REM pod just went off again. It's going off right now. Thank you so much for doing that. Man, that is awesome. Thank you so much for giving this activity to us. Is there anyone upstairs?
So he's talking about the REM pod is making noise already. The REM pod is a very good piece of equipment.
20 minutes. So I'm gonna try to get downstairs and maybe talk. Sit on my G a little bit because I don't want to fall down these stairs here. Plus, I gotta hunker down so that I don't hit my head. Once I get down here, I can turn this off. Is there anyone down here in the basement with me? You interacted with us earlier. I know that Mike said that he came in here into this room where he snapped a photo and it was all red. What is that supposed to mean? I think it was an item on that shelf right there that, I can't see where I'm at. I'm about to run into this shelf. That fell off, and when we were trying to conduct our initial walkthrough with Mike earlier, he's a staff member here. Is there anyone in here with me? Could you knock on something? And here we have, is there anyone in here? Still got 0 events. This is where we have the grid set up. I believe you can kind of see it. As Garrett's already explained, it can pick up on the movement and anything that breaks that grid, that field there. I actually want to move this thing. I'm gonna take this upstairs with me right now. Set it up, and I'm afraid the vehicles in the window are going to set this thing off. We're going to see what happens. Okay, now we'll head upstairs.
How's everything going, bro?
Trying to get the upstairs lights off right now. How much time have I got left?
You got 12 minutes, but we'll let you have a little bit more for sure.
Okay, I'm trying to find the... Okay. Trying to find the light switch here. That freaked me out. Okay. When I was walking through here just a second ago, is there anybody in here that would like to speak with me? Knock on something, make a noise, bang on something. We come here respectfully. We're not here to insult your intelligence. We're not here to obviously demand anything. All we ask, as nicely as we possibly can, is just for you guys to make yourselves known to us. Show us your presence. We know that you all still reside here. We know you still live here. We would just like the opportunity to be able to document that, to validate that. Or did you want all slaves to remain enslaved, to be your free labor, to work for you? Is that what you wanted? You're awfully quiet right now. I'm gonna be upset if Garrett and Dwayne come in here and you guys are talking to them and you're interacting with them a little more than you are with me. I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't be upset, but I would be a little bit hurt about it.
As Cory thoroughly makes his way around Octagon Hall, he asks questions trying to trigger a response. We understand this can be boring, but we also want to solidify we are truthful about our investigations. After the REM pod hits he received early on his solo investigation, there was no other paranormal evidence captured. Me and Dwayne did not experience any in the outside barn either. Cory decides to notify us on the walkie to state that he has not picked up anything after those REM pod hits.
Dude, it's completely quiet here right now, man. Nothing, man. Like when I first got in here, the REM pod went off a few times, and that's about it.
Time for your return.
Copy that. All right, guys. God almighty, it's fucking hot in there, dude.
We're doing solitary isolation sessions real quick, guys, for like 25, 30 minutes a piece. Just to see if anything in the house, I think it'd get used to us separately. And I say that because I feel some entities can be very overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Like I feel an entity can be overwhelmed and it might be intimidated by all of us being in the home. So I feel by ourselves, it's more likely to show itself.
As I get ready for my solo investigation, I have Cory bring me the flowers from Mary Elizabeth. And yes, they are pink.
I got Mary Elizabeth's flowers here, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go downstairs first, I think.
You gonna start down there?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna work my way up from that way.
All right, dude. So you start the timer?
Yep, right now. This is the grid on this room.
All right, man. Good
All
luck.
right, guys. As I walk through, I'm going to start our magnetic field detector just to see if we have any spikes. I'm going downstairs to give these flowers to Mary Elizabeth.
Want to walk over to the graveyard? Okay. Let's try not to trip out here and break her neck.
Man, gonna lie, man, I got some chills down here. I'm kind of off balance, but it could be because of my vision. I don't even know where the step is. Last step. We do have a security camera right here. Magnetic field detector. 79 degrees in here right now, guys. Very unfamiliar with this location. This room here is where poor Mary Elizabeth, she, was inflicted by an injury that 7 days later she succumbed to her injuries by being burnt. Mary Elizabeth, I brought you some flowers. I'm sorry that, I'm gonna try to lay it on this table. I'm sorry that happened to you here. Notice, guys, there's a shadow behind me from the security cameras. If you would like to make a noise in here for me, you can do that. I would love for you to make a noise. Mary Elizabeth, I brought you flowers to you. I hope you like pink.
Watch as I think I set the magnetic field detector off, not realizing at this moment there was something paranormal spiking it, and it was not of my doing.
I was told you like the color pink and flowers. Okay, guys, I hit that. That was probably just me. If you shake this, it can't spike, I think.
He was exhumed and then reburied with his first wife. But out this way,
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shut this off and I'm gonna run an Ovilus. If anybody knows what Ovilus is, it is a word database. A device programmed with a word database in here. I'm gonna turn this device on, Mary Elizabeth, or any other spirit who would like to speak to me. Feel free to talk to us through this device. This device will not harm you in any way, guys. This device is programmed with the word database. Can you give me a banging noise in here? Is there anything you would like to say? This camera's really struggling with focusing. Mary Elizabeth, if you're still here in spiritual form, would you like to communicate with me? I'm not here to cause you any kind of harm or bother you in any way. I just wanted to conversate. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
are you here with us right now?
I'm trying to keep this camera focused, guys. I'm going to kneel down here. Was you burned here? Did you catch on fire? I know that had to be a horrific death, and I'm so sorry for that. There's something in me, man, with the Mary Elizabeth story that just, I don't know, I guess where I have maybe daughters, but it's so sad for a young soul, a young person to lose their life, along with Andrew Jr.
Eddie, are you here with us right now?
This device is lit up white in my left hand. I would love for you to come talk to it. Can you give me a noise in this house? Can you walk? What does it say? Dawn. I don't know what you mean by dawn. Is there a spirit named Dawn here? Light. Yeah, there is light here on front of my camera. It's an infrared light. Let me turn it on because I don't think I have it on. Maybe I should turn my light on. Maybe it's telling me to turn my light on. Got a cube on here. Got a few hits on the ovula. Let's see what it just said. It just said something. Foliage. Wow. It just said foliage, guys. I did bring you flowers. Was you trying to mean flowers? Thank you for communicating with me. I'm pretty sure that was not on, guys. Dude, there is... Bro, I don't know if that is automatic or what that is, but I do not remember that having that's not been on. That has not been on. Mary Elizabeth, did you turn that light on, or did an entity possibly that resides here through these tunnels, did they turn that light on? It just turned off. It just turned off. The light just turned off. Now, I don't know if that's motion or what, guys, but can you turn that light on for me again, please? If that is an entity here, please turn that light on for me. Build. This just says build, guys. Tunnel, build. Thank you. On the count of... Tree. Build tree. So did this tunnel lead out by the trees? Thank you for your response. Who am I speaking with? I want to see if this can turn itself on again. Maybe it's motion? I don't know, guys. Mary Elizabeth, are you here with me? Metal. Build tree metal. True. I'm gonna turn this light out and you can see this better. I'm in pitch black dark right now, guys, in Octagon Hall. Cory's talking. Wow. Build tree metal carrier. Those tunnels are a carrier to move out of here. Those tunnels was used to escape here. Was those tunnels used to carry things out of here? Thank you guys for communicating. Thank you. I keep it.
I swear, a few minutes ago, it looked like I seen a dark shadow. Almost not even like tall, not like a person. Right. Almost like a black or like a dark blob that went across the trail.
Really?
Yeah.
Across, went from
the left side to the right side.
Okay.
My camera, I'm sorry, guys. This light lit up and there was no reason for that, guys. I don't know if it's motion activated. I haven't seen it go off again. Eat. Carrier, eat. Those tunnels go out by the barn, through the field. Carrier, eat. Thank you, guys. Highway. Wow. Bro. Thank you. You were really manipulating this device now and using it well. I appreciate you guys. Highway. Yes, it is a highway. It's a tunnel. It carries the fleeing Confederate soldiers. Was you a Confederate soldier? Was you in the military? I gotta move some here, guys. I just want to stay in this area. We're getting good hits here. Try to get my camera held better. Great. I just bumped into that. I'm sorry. It's very hard to see. That was great evidence right there. This light has a motion activated light, but I cannot tell you that this one is. This light turned off and on. Can you please turn that light on for me again? If you're an entity here that goes through the tunnels or manifests through this tunnel, open that door or please turn the light on for me. Thank you. I'm going to sit this right here on the checkerboard. Please come talk to me some more. Mary Elizabeth, are you in this home still? Yeah, bro, I'm getting some good hits. Oh my gosh, dude.
This light's turned on in the tunnel in here.
In Mary Elizabeth's room, and I don't know how. It's done it twice and the door's closed.
what light in there?
I don't know, dude. There must be a light in this closet in Mary Elizabeth's room where she was burned at, man. And it's turned on and off a couple times, and I'm staying here. Talking about highway, carrier, tree, metal.
Yeah, it didn't go off on me, and
I went in there a couple times, and I was in there talking about.
Thank you guys.
About Mary Elizabeth.
I appreciate it. Mary Elizabeth, if that's you, can you turn that light off for me? I'm gonna count from 1 to 5, and please turn the light off for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please turn that light off for me now.
I swear it's almost like something was running, dude, like out there in the weeds.
Thank you, if that was you manipulating that light. Guys, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna turn this down. That is insane. That light back there, man, has turned itself on a few times and off. There's no reason for that. I would love for that door to shut or open. The obelisk is quiet now. It's here. There's nothing being said. There, it's off again. Oh my God. The light just went off again, bro. It's on again.